Għanarukom siltiet mill-festa ta' San Popolju tal-Furjana. Għanamlu it-tieni parti tal-intervista li kelli ma' Charlie u John tal-Hydro Produce. We're gonna show you the second part of the interview that I had with Charlie and John Cordina of Hydro Produce. Now, what's exactly, beside you put your hand, and help out and so on, what's your position right now? Because I know your father, he's passed the throne to you, and I saw your father in there everywhere on the same time. But what exactly is your job in there?
Well, I'm the managing director of Hydro Produce. But managing director, it's managing and I would say all hands-on. So I'm involved in every part of the business. So whether it comes to transport, which we have our own arm of transport, organising orders, speaking to growers, managing our farm, accounts, everything that you can imagine that's involved in a business.
That you're going to put your hands on?
I've got to put my hands on and involved in, really, everything.
Now, on the same token, when, which the viewers can see behind us at the moment too, you had a small room in there that your father and yourself...
The retention sample room.
Yeah. I was blown away because when your father was talking about it, you continue on the same time and you didn't had one tiny mistake, and I can assure you there was no retakes or anything, and even your father was impressed the way you were talking about it. Can I ask, how old are you?
30 years old.
30 years old.
Yeah.
And it's obvious you've done at least more than half at school.
Yeah, well, 15 years at school and 15 years at the market.
So all this talent that that I've seen in the last 15 years,
Correct.
that you learned
At
all
Hydro
that.
Produce.
Besides that you've got brains, I can tell you that. You must have a good teacher to do that, because I know veggies, you know, basically what they are, to cook them and to eat them. But you were talking about them in detail, even when we went at the farm. So did you find that hard at the beginning to learn all these things? I know everything gets hard, it's not easy. But I felt that you were at home when you were talking about it.
I guess it's a bit different for me because I was brought up in the business, so it's, you know, it's part of me. So the interest and the passion is there because I was brought up from 15 years old, and obviously before that, but permanently 15 years old in the business up until where we are today. So all the, you know, mishaps and, you know, issues along the way, learning along the way with my father, you know, brought me where I am today.
And on the same token, I can see it because I'm almost your father as well, you know. I can see that your father here, he is absolutely 100% confident that you can do the job. And it's not an easy job for what I've seen. And especially when I went and filmed the farm, you know, and you've got every single square inch, know what's in, you know, what's happening, know about the plants, how they go about it, because I asked a lot of questions, and not even once you had to ask your father to give me the answer. So that's what I'm trying to say. All that in 15 years, and you're still learning.
Oh, of course, you never stop learning.
I would say even your father is still learning, because you were telling me too, Charlie, that you always had to do something different.
You always have to be ahead of your competition.
Oh, that's right.
Always.
And on the same time, you have to learn all that as you go by. Plus, you have to travel, isn't it, as well?
Yes, so I've actually recently been to Adelaide and Brisbane and scheduled a few new trips for Coffs Harbour and Victoria, and that's continuously always going because we have growers in pretty much every state and
in Australia.
In Australia.
Yeah, and plus you've got woolies.
Yes.
So that's, you can imagine it's a big company that you're gonna keep.
Correct.
You know, going on the same time, and I noticed too that you had the shallots, which I didn't know until then. You had the shallots in there. And you're going to help me with the other veggies because I can't remember all of them.
Basil.
They all grown from the water, isn't it?
That's
it's
right,
not on the ground.
System.
Like
there was two types of hydroponic system and an NFT system that the water goes through a pipe, and then there's another system which is grown in neutral medium, which is cocoa peat, which is actually a coconut husk ground up. And that just pretty much just secures the plant, and same method as the water and the fertilizer goes through.
See, Charlie, I have goosebumps. Look at that. Listen to this young man talking about the craft of the hydro produce, about the company and so on. I'm going to show you some views of Malta. And on the keyboard, Freddie Borch. Albert lana li jiena ġbit ġewwa Lavallett. U dak kollha li jixtiequ jixtru d-DVD. Iċemplu xejn 4-1-4. 4-2-9. 3-9-1. Il-flus ta' din id-DVD se jmorru kollha għal Gday Maltaussies show. We have for sale the DVD of the folk song that I filmed at Lavallett. For more information, please ring up this number 0414 429 391. And all the proceeding from this DVD is going towards the Gday Maltaussies show. To watch the show live on the net, please go on the website that you have on your screen right now. Then when the homepage comes up, click on the icon it says Watch Live. Nixtieq nirringrazzja lil Swan 99.9 FM u l-Maltese Herald tal-għajnuna li jtuna meta jkollna bżonna. I'd like to thank Swan 99.9 FM and the Maltese Herald for their continuous support when we need them. Nisperaw li dan il-programm ġobkom u sakemm nerġgħu nintaqgħu il-ġimgħa d-dieħla. I trust that you enjoyed the show. And until we meet again next week, God bless. Gday Maltaussies show.